So good morning, one and all. Myself, Karkuvelraja, Thangamariappan. Let me go to the topic straight away. So it's related to the vector search, RAG. It's one of the features in Oracle 23AI database. And I'm from Oracle Apex background. So obviously, we are going to build Ask My Document application in Oracle Apex using completely PLSQL with the help of Oracle inbuilt APIs. So we follow the AI-powered RAG concepts, vector searches in Oracle 23AI. This is the high-level agenda about today's topic. So myself, Karkuvelraja Thangamariappan, 5 times consecutive Oracle AAs from the year 2020. Currently, I'm managing Oracle team at Vivadi Labs based out of United States. So I have got Member of the Month award from the Oracle Apex community twice for the blog post that I have created and the plugins that I have created in Oracle Apex. This is all about myself. This is about the AAs. There are 3 membership types are there. So I wish you guys also contribute to the community and get the Oracle AAs titles. Okay, let me jump to the topic today. So imagine there is a problem statement. You have 100-page documents and you need to get the insights on specific topics. How do you find the information quickly? So think about this. So what are the challenges that you face when searching the documentations? So if the document has n number of pages, could be not 100 pages. Imagine you have 1,000 pages or 2,000 pages of document. You want to get the insights about each topics quickly. So this can be done with the help of Oracle inbuilt features using vector search and then AI-powered features. So the problem statement is challenges. What are the challenges are in the traditional search? So we do exact word matching, not by the meaning. So which means semantic search was not there before. So now we follow the vector search, which is nothing but the semantic search by the meaning. So it won't, in traditional way, sometimes we misses the relevant information. We struggles with large documents. So what if there is a better way? Imagine like we build a system where you can go and ask your questions. So the system can read the documents effectively and it give you the relevant information, not the exact information. It's exciting, right? So after the 20 minutes of this presentation, the outcome would be how AI can process documents intelligently. You guys get exposed how AI can process the document intelligently with the help of Oracle inbuilt features. How Oracle inbuilt AI functions makes this possible. And next is the how you can implement this in your own projects. So with the 20 minutes of session, this would be your outcome. Okay, so everyone knows Oracle 23 AI released and all of us know the capabilities of Oracle 23 AI database. So I just want to highlight few key features for AI and modern applications. So these are the terminologies I will be using throughout the session. AI vector search, which is nothing but store and retrieve vectors embedding for your semantic search. Semantic search is nothing but the keyword. What it does is it fetches the relevant information, not the exact information. And then the superhero is TBMS vector chain package. It's a built-in Oracle functions for AI-driven text processing and document understanding. We will be using keywords like extract, chunks, process text from the documentations, and AI optimized query execution to enhance the performance for AI workloads. So these are all the keywords we will be talking about throughout the presentation. Hope you guys are clear on that. Okay, so let me talk about vector search beyond words. Okay, so like how it converts data into high dimensional vectors, and it enables semantic search for more relevant results, not exact results. Okay, it enables semantic search for the most relevant results and uses similarity measures like cosine distance. There are many type of distance are there. If you're not mentioning, by default, Oracle takes cosine distance, equality, and many distance are there. If you want, like based on your projects, you can use the designs whichever you want. And it enhance the AI-driven search and recommendations. This is all about vector search. So what is RAG? RAG is the retrieval augmented generation. What it does is it's a combination of it combining retrieval and generation for accuracy. So for example, you are searching something and you should not miss the context when you ask something related to the previous search. So AI can understand what you searched before and what you're asking now. So it combines the retrieval and the generation for the accuracy, that is called RAG. It combines information retrieval with generative AI. It improves the accuracy and context awareness. Okay, let's jump into the detail, how it works. So steps to extract the text and convert to vectors. So what we are doing is, the first step what you need to do is we need to upload the documents. Currently it supports PDF file and image also it supports. These are the constraints. You can go to Oracle documentation where you can see the limitations. So DBMS vector chain API supports PDF file and then the image file. So now you need to upload the document. What it does is Oracle extract the data, text from the PDF, then partition into chunks. The data to be converted as a chunks, break into meaningful sections, convert the text to vectors with the help of Onyx model. So which also Oracle provided. There is a blog post by Oracle team, how you can download Onyx model and import it in your system. The next is the data cleanup, data setup complete. So ready for intelligent search. For that, you need to build Oracle Apex application. It's a low-code platform. There you can build your UI and you can ask question. Then Oracle able to give you the results intelligently. So note that you must load on Onyx model into your database to enable text to vector conversion. Hope you guys remember the steps. The next step is fetching and data. Fetching data and AI responses. So user is putting the input query, search for the specific content. What you need to do is you need to convert the input to the vectors, since the text in the PDF file already converted into vectors and storing in the table. The same thing, the user query is also to be converted as a. Next is the semantic search. What it does is it finds the nearest matches. And the next is the retrieve and the short records, fetch relevant documents chunks, send data to AI. What you need to do is you need to pass the search results plus user query. Both are in the vector format that you need to send to AI for the result processing. AI understood the vectors which you send to it, and it responds and it generates a meaningful answers. This is all about the theory, what we are going to do. So the next steps to be involved for the implementation. Okay, let me directly go to the inbuilt functions that we used to build this. So there is a package called DBMS vector chain. There are 3 functions. The first is util to text. What it does is it converts the PDF file to the text. We already mentioned the first step would be reading the text from the PDF file that we uploaded. The next function, util to chunks, what it does is it splits a large plain text which got from the document into the smaller chunks. Okay, so this is the keyword. This you can understand from the Oracle documentation. For each parameter, there is a constraints, there is a limitations, there is a meaning for it. So in my example, I am splitting the chunks, splitting the characters by max by 30 characters. So I think maximum 600 something. So you can read the documentation and then put generate the pass the values, appropriate value to the parameters as per your business logics. The next function would be util to embedding. What it does is the input parameter would be the chunked text. What it does is it converts the chunked text to the vectors. So let me go back to the previous slides, how it works slides. Here you can see we need to upload the document first. Oracle extract the text from the PDF file, then partition into chunks, break into meaningful sections, then convert text to vectors, uses Onyx model. So the three steps can be done by Oracle inbuilt feature. The API is called DBMS vector chain, util text to convert the PDF file to text, util to chunks splits a large plain text, text which we got from the documentation into the smaller chunks of the text. The third is util to embeddings. What it does is it converts a chunked text to the vectors. Hope you guys are clear on that. The next is the semantic search. The first thing is the reading and putting it in the database. The second is the semantic search. So we use two inbuilt functions of Oracle to get this done. One is a vector embedding, another one is vector distance. The vector embedding input parameter is the Onyx model which we used and the user query. What it does is it converts the user query into the vectors. The next is the vector distance. So what it does is the input parameter would be user question vector and the context vector. The context vector is nothing but the PDF documents which we converted as a vector, right? That and then the model. Here we mentioned cosine. If you not mention anything, by default, Oracle takes cosine model. What it does is it compares the user questions with the document data and provided the distance. So hope you guys are clear on that. The next is the semantic search and AI response, generated AI powered response. So note, like in our example, we use Gemini model. What are the supported model Oracle? Currently, Oracle is supporting is OCA generative AI services you can use to achieve this. OpenAI, Google AI, Cohere, Hugging Face, Vertex AI. So for this example, we use Gemini. The process in the retrieved text chunks and the user questions that also already converted as a vector are being sent to an AI model. The AI processes the context and generates a coherent response based on the most relevant information, not the exact information, most relevant information extracted from the stored document data. Okay. See here, like the inbuilt function used to get response from AI. This part we need to be a little careful. So util to generate text. So this is the params. So in the form of JSON, you need to construct. The provider name can be different. These are the supported models, whichever the AI model you are comfortable. So Oracle has given the skeleton for each and every AI models to for you to construct the parameters. Provider here was a generative AI and the credentials. You need to mention the credential name here, and then the URL is nothing but the base URL of the like AI model that you use, and then the model, which model you are using, and the chat request. Okay, so now we have completed the theory part. You might be get exposed to 20% what we are going to achieve that. Let me play a small application demo just to experience the process in action. We build an Oracle Apex application. So you can see there is a option to upload the file. There is a book, The Businessman. We just uploaded. So now we are asking question, what this story is about. Get response. When I click get response, it analyze the book and summarize the content. And it gave me the relevant information. And I was asking what are the 8 professions or business venture mentioned by the businessman book. So here you can see the 8 highlights. So the highlight is you can directly go to ChatGPT or some of the OpenAI tool. You can upload this book and then you can ask whatever the question. It can be able to give you the result. But here the beauty is we are using completely Oracle inbuilt features that we are going to achieve with the help of PLSQL. We are not going to write a single Java program or Python program to achieve this. That is the beauty of this. Okay. Before moving to the key takeaways, it's a time for us to understand the program that we have. So hope you guys can be able to see my SQL file.
Yes.
Okay. Let me maximize a little. Is it fine now? Okay. So in the example, so the first thing we have a object called my books to store the books. You can have like you can name it whatever it is. So it has the basic information about the file name, file size, file type, and the file content is nothing but file content in the form of blob. We are getting it, which means we are directly uploading the blob file into my books table. And from line 19 to 32, 33, it's just a trigger to insert and update the who columns, who uploaded the file, who uploaded the who changed the records for the particular books for the particular entry. And then from line 38 to 44, what we are doing is we create a table called vector store. What it does is it stores the vector information. It stores the vector embeddings of the document content. Here you can see document ID, which is a primary key, embed ID, embed data, embed vector. This exactly the same 3-column Oracle API is going to return to us. That's what we created the object with a column exactly like this. Okay, and here there is a point to remember. Ensure vector data type is supported. Okay, so embedded underscore vector. Here only we are going to store the vector information for the particular chunks, and the data type has to be vector. Okay, and line number 51 to 59, which is the important area. We have a package, a file upload package. What we are doing is, so we are uploading the file. We have we build a interface in Oracle Apex. There you can see the file browse, which supports multiple file we can upload. So we are getting the file, and then this is the place we are fetching the file details from Apex application temp files. If you know Oracle Apex, you guys can easily understood what this dictionary view is doing it. So what it does is, so what are the file that I'm uploading it in the file browse will be stored in a view or collection, which done by Oracle Apex team. So from there, we are reading the blob like a file which we uploaded and putting it in our custom table, which is nothing but my books. This is what these two sections are doing it. And I'm just returning the primary key for the book, assign the inserted ID to the output parameters. That's all. And here, this is the place you need to be very careful. So from line number 90 to 92, here we need to do the reverse engineering. So just to read from 93 to 94, 91. In the PPT already we have discussed the steps that we need to follow to achieve this. The first is converting the file to a text. For that, we need to upload. The Oracle reads the data from the Oracle reads a PDF and extract the data. Exactly, this line is doing that. dbms vector chain dot util to text. File content will be the file content is the input parameter. It converting the file to text. Once it's done, for util to chunks, the input parameter is the text. So what it does is it converting the text to chunks. For util to embeddings, what would be the input parameter, which is a chunked text. Okay. So what it does is it converting the chunks to the vectors. Okay. This is the place what we have seen in the PPT. This is the core area. This is the heart of the program. So all other things are simple PLSQL, and this is this section is the heart of the program. It does everything. And I already told you why we created a vector store table with specified like column name, which are already specified like embedded ID, embedded data, embedded vector. Here you can see the JSON table. The Oracle returns a value and the field like the JSON attributes are like this: embedded ID, embedded data, embedded vector. So with the help of JSON underscore table, you can read the JSON output, understand it, and putting it into the vector store table. So like on line number 85 to 106 is the heart of the application, heart of this process. We are processing and store embeddings in vector stores. The next is we are going to generate the response. For this, input parameter is user questions. We already discussed the user questions also to be converted as a vectors. So in the first step, we are doing this. And the next is we are construct the search query for retrieving the relevant document chunks, where we are fetching only first 10 rows, and we are processing it through the loops, execute the query to fetch the results. So once we construct the messages and questions, here you can see line number 150 to 155. This is the place we are constructing a params. Provider is Google AI. I already mentioned that, like I'm using Gen AI here, and credentials. This can be replaced with your credential. Let me open my live application and show you where we created the credentials. And next is the URL, which is nothing but the base URL of the Google APIs. And next is the model, which model you are using it. And now it's the time to generate the response. For that, we are using util to generate text. Input is messages and the params. So when you call this API, it gives you a result set. So this is the working prototype completely. We've done it with the help of PLSQL. Let me quickly go to my application and show you the programming. So
And we're at, but I'll give you just because we do have a 5 minute in between. I'll give you just maybe a minute to wrap it up. How's that?
I will finish it in 3 minutes. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sorry. See here you can see the option to upload the file. So we already uploaded the file. The businessman is a file. Ask AI. I'm asking question. Why do I read this book? Give me 10 reasons. Yeah. See here. Give me the exact 10 reasons why I need to read the book. This book has the 300 pages. It's not a simple book. It has the 300 pages. It's a final piece. Let me go to the object browser and show you how the data is being stored. It's a completely secure way. Your data is not exposed anywhere. Let me change the. See here, this is the object called book. Here we have all the books in the form of blob content. Next is the vector store. Here you can see vector store. See here the document ID and then embed ID. The book number is 21, I guess. So embed ID equal to 21. Here, sorry. Books, the book name is, yeah, the manager's path. Sorry, businessman 11. Yeah. Here you can see the book details are converted as a embedded data. It's split into the chunks. Here you can see the chunks, and then it converted as a vector. This can't be visible here. If I go to SQL commands, I'm able to show it. And then there is an API to upload the ONX model that you can see it from all underscore credentials object um, upon successful completion of your ONX model loaded into the database. So this is all about my side. And the key takeaways would be what we learned from this session is how we can extract the text from a PDF, splitting into chunks, converting chunks into the vector, finding relevant data using vector search, and sending the data to AI for meaningful response. And reference and credits. So the first link, which provided by the Oracle, this is a live lab by Oracle. I learned this feature from here, but I created all the PLSQL part and then created an Oracle Apex application. You can see it in live lab. A vector search completed RAC application using PLSQL in Oracle Database 23AI. And the documentations, DBMS vector chain and DBMS vectors. Okay, these are the Oracle ACE program channels for you guys to subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for the opportunity.